Hello to me, Migos and Possible Migos. My name is Taffrey16. Welcome back to another reaction video, and welcome my reaction to the Adventures of Sherlock Holmes. So this is a channel points request by Liam. Thank you, Liam, for using your points on this. Second request Liam's gotten done this week, actually. So, from 84 to 94, there were 4 different Sherlock Holmes series on ITV. The Adventures of Sherlock Holmes, which went for 13 episodes from April 84 to September 85. The Return of Sherlock Holmes, which went for 13 episodes from July of 86 to August of 88. The Casebook of Sherlock Holmes, which went for 9 episodes from February of 91 to February of 93. And the Memoirs? Yeah, the Memoirs of Sherlock Holmes, which went for 6 episodes from March to April of 94. 41 episodes in total. Sherlock Holmes was portrayed in all these series by Jeremy Brett. In the first series, Adventures, which we're about to see, Watson was played by David Burke. Afterwards, he and his wife received an invitation to join the Royal Shakespeare Society, so he was then replaced by Edward Hardwicke, for the last 3 series. So yeah, the first episode of The Adventures of Sherlock Holmes premiered on April 24th, 1984. This is about 50 minutes. I don't know if I'm getting this on YouTube. If I am, fuck yeah. It's a solid maybe right now. I really don't know, but you'll know already. I have no idea. But regardless of what's going to happen, let's go ahead and watch it. Obviously, I know about Sherlock Holmes. Everybody in America does, but I've never actually seen any of this TV show, so I'm excited for it. Let's go ahead and watch it. Pretty good quality. Not sure who got me this episode, but thank you whoever did. Really good quality accent. Damn kids, fuck off. Dat boy. I hope I can get this on YouTube. It'd be nice if I could. ITV's really weird though, so I have no idea. I never know what to expect from them. So we shall see. Scandal in Bohemia. That's not a knife. This is a knife. Damn, man, that's an expensive sofa. That's an expensive painting. I'm just bullshitting. Could be.
Got you.
Uh-oh. Oh shit, she got a gun, yo. Yeah, maybe drop the knife.
Now look here. But Mom!
Close the window, John.
I think he said, but ma'am. I thought he said, but mom. There's no way that's his mom. Oh no. They stabbed you.
To Sherlock Holmes, she was always the woman, the beautiful Irena Adler, of dubious and questionable memory.
Not the roaster like that.
At the time of our involvement in the Irena Adler case, Holmes and I had been sharing rooms in Baker Street for some years.
What years does this take place in?
My practice had caused me to be absent in the country for several days. As usual, after leaving Holmes for any length of time,
Early 1900s?
I returned filled with apprehension as to his mood.
Oh,
Hello, Mrs. Hudson.
Dr. Watson. Just look at you, half soaked to the skin.
Yes, well, I'm not surprised. I have just spent 20 minutes standing in the pouring rain waiting for a cab.
Won't do that old wound of yours any good getting so wet, Doctor.
No.
Just take this coat and your hat. See that they're properly dried.
Mrs. Hudson, I haven't eaten all day. Do hope supper will be up very soon.
That's very doubtful.
Oof.
I don't know what's come over Mr. Holmes. He seems to be all on edge. I'm not to bring up supper until I'm called. Those are his orders.
Well, fuck him.
Thank you, Mrs. Hudson.
You alright, homie? Nah, homie. Get it? I'm sorry.
My dear Holmes.
Oh shit, is he on the morphine?
What is it tonight? Morphine
Aha, called it!
or cocaine?
Cocaine.
Well, I can strongly recommend a 7% solution of cocaine.
For a needle? Who does cocaine for a needle?
Would you care to try it?
No, indeed.
Kind of weird.
I speak not only as your friend, but as a medical man. How can you risk such damage to the great powers with which you have been endowed?
I cannot tell you how it clarifies and stimulates the mind.
Yes, and destroys it in time.
My mind rebels at stagnation. Give me problems. Give me work. Give me the most abstruse cryptogram, the most intricate analysis, and I'm in my proper atmosphere. Then I can dispense with artificial stimulants. But I abhor the dull routine of existence. I crave mental exaltation. That is why I've chosen my own profession, or rather, created it, for I am the only one in the world.
The only unofficial detective.
The only unofficial consulting detective. I take no credit in my cases. The work itself, the pleasure of finding a field for my particular powers is my highest reward.
He's cracked out,
You
bro.
can close that drawer. You have made the wrong diagnosis, Doctor. I have my stimulant here.
Heroin.
I hope you enjoyed your week in the country.
It was good for the appetite. Incidentally, I do wish you would ring for supper. What is this?
Yes, I must get ready for my visitor. It came by the morning post. Give
Well,
me
if I
your
had to burn it.
observations.
Fuck this shit.
Well, I mean, it's undated and without either signature or address.
Good. Read it aloud.
Dear Mr. Holmes, there will call upon you tonight at 7:45 a gentleman who... Good heavens, we've only a few minutes, Holmes.
Go on.
Better read fast, homie.
A gentleman who desires to consult with you upon a matter of the very deepest moment. Your recent services to one of the royal houses of Europe have shown that you are one who may be safely trusted with matters which are of an importance which can hardly be exaggerated. This account
He's so
of you we
excited.
have from all quarters received. Be in your chamber, then. Good heavens, this is a mystery indeed. What do you imagine it means?
No, I have no data yet. It is a capital mistake to theorize before one has data. But the note itself, what do you deduce from it?
It's a man's writing.
Good.
Presumably well-to-do. It's expensive paper, this. It's peculiarly strong and stiff.
Peculiar, that is the very word. It is not English paper at all. Hold it up to the light.
Ah. Large E, small g, large P and G with a small T woven into the texture.
And that is?
Maker's monogram.
Excellent, Watson.
Whatever that means.
Come along.
He's like, I want to do that
Consult
too.
our Continental Gazetteer. Your cigars. You see, I was not unmindful of your return.
Oh.
Would you care for some whiskey?
Later, perhaps, when we've eaten.
The monogram is an abbreviation for Papiergesellschaft, which is the German for paper company. And the E.G.
Those damn Germans.
Eglonitz, Egria.
All right, when he gets there, don't mention the war.
German-speaking district of Bohemia, noted for its numerous glass factories and paper mills there.
Bohemia. The kingdom of Bohemia.
And the note is written by a German. You see, this account of you we have from all quarters received. Only a German is so uncourteous to his verbs.
So we are to expect a German from Bohemia.
And there he is.
Here he is. Drawn by a pair. A nice little groom. There's money in this case, Watson, if there's nothing else.
Holmes, I think your visitor will want me out of the way.
Not a bit, Doctor. Stay where you are. I am lost without my Boswell.
But he sounded so secretive.
I may need your help, and so may he. Now stay in that armchair and give me your full attention. Here he comes.
The fuck?
I'm sorry, sir, but you cannot come in here unannounced like this. Mr. Holmes does not see anybody without appointment. Sorry, Mr. Holmes. There was nothing I could do.
It's perfectly all right, Mrs. Hudson. If you would kindly leave us and close the door. Thank you.
Who is this guy from The Princess Bride? My name is Inigo Montoya. I killed my father. Prepare to die. It totally is.
You had my note?
Yes, pray take a seat. This is my friend and colleague, Dr. Watson, who is occasionally good enough to help me in my cases.
Damn,
How
roasted.
did it?
Whom do I have the honor to address?
You may address me as the Count von Kramm, a Bohemian nobleman.
Doesn't sound German at all, bro.
I should much prefer to communicate with you alone.
No, it is both or none. You may say before this gentleman anything which you may wish to say to me.
Very well, I take your word that he is a man of honor and discretion. But I must begin by binding you both to absolute secrecy for a period of 2 years.
Indeed.
That's
At the end of that
okay.
time, the matter will be of no importance. At present, it is of such weight that it may have an influence upon European history.
Why the mask? Like, how?
I promise.
How does the mask hide his identity? Like, what's the point of the fucking mask? You just look like a
You will
dork.
excuse this mask. The august person who employs me wishes his agent to be unknown to you.
It doesn't. It doesn't
May
hide
confess that
anything.
The title I've given you is not exactly my own.
I was aware of that.
It doesn't hide anything, bro. Literally
The
nothing.
circumstances are of great delicacy. Every precaution must be taken to prevent an immense scandal which would seriously compromise one of the royal houses of Europe. To speak plainly, the matter concerns the great house of Ormstein, hereditary kings of Bohemia.
I was aware of that too, Your Majesty.
Got him. Oh my god, we saw the sides of his face.
You are right.
I never recognized it before.
I am the king. Why should I attempt to conceal it?
Why? Your Majesty had not spoken before I was aware that I was addressing Wilhelm Gottschalk Sigismund von Ormstein, Grand Duke of Kassel-Felstein and hereditary King of Bohemia, and in passing, The finest duelist in Europe. You have killed 4 opponents.
Honorably.
I didn't hide anything, bro. Oh my god.
The facts are briefly these.
Oh my god, that's so
Some
funny.
10 years ago, during a lengthy visit to Warsaw,
Holy
I made the
shit.
acquaintance of the well-known adventuress, Irene Adler.
That's so funny.
The name is no doubt familiar to you.
Kindly look her up in my index, will you, Watson?
Holy
So-
shit.
I deduce that Your Majesty
That's
became
right.
entangled with this lady, wrote her some compromising letters, and is now desirous of getting them back.
Precisely so. But how could you know that?
Abineri, Italian General Staff.
Oh shit, I went blurry.
Adler Irena, born New Jersey, 1858. Is this the lady?
New Jersey, let me see.
God, that's funny.
Singer, contralto, appeared at La Scala, opera houses Petersburg and Warsaw. Retired from the operatic stage, now living in London. Makes occasional concert appearances.
That is the lady.
God, that's. This doesn't. At least with them, you can't see what color their eyes are. But like, his concealed nothing, bro. That's so funny. Oh, I'm sorry, but oh my god, that really got me.
Was there a secret marriage?
None.
No legal papers or certificates?
None.
Then I fail to follow, Your Majesty. If this person should produce your letters for blackmailing or other purposes, how is she to prove their authenticity?
There is the writing.
Poo-poo forgery.
My private writing paper.
Stolen.
My own seal.
Imitated.
My photograph.
Bought.
We were both in that photograph.
Ah. Fuck. God.
Dear, dear, dear. Yes, that is very bad. Her Majesty has certainly committed an indiscretion.
She was beautiful, bewitching, clever, daring.
I'm sorry, I'm trying to keep it together. That was just so funny. It's one of the funniest things I've seen in a long time. Oh my god. Wow, just to be a dick? Like, what the fuck? Let's just jump this guy's shit just to be a dick. Like, he's like, what the fuck?
I was only crown prince then. I was young. I am but 30 now.
Of course, Your Majesty has attempted to recover the photograph.
We have tried and failed.
Then Your Majesty must pay. It must be bought.
She will not sell.
Stolen, then?
5 attempts have been made.
Ah.
Twice. Burglars in my pay ransacked her house.
Explains the beginning.
Once we diverted her luggage when she traveled. Twice she has been waylaid. There has been no sign of it.
Huh.
You laugh. It is serious.
It's seriously funny.
Yes, it is. Very serious indeed. Well, what does she propose to do with this photograph, if not to extort money?
Sell it on eBay?
To ruin me.
Huh.
I'm about to be married.
Ah.
So I've heard.
To the Princess Clotilde Lothman von Saxe-Meiningen, second daughter to the King of Scandinavia.
It is a brilliant match.
Precisely. But you will know the strict principles of her family. She's herself the soul of delicacy. A shadow of doubt as to my conduct would bring the matter to an end.
And Irena Adler
Threatens to send them the photograph. And she'll do it. She has a soul of steel. She's more beautiful than any other woman I've known, and more resolute than any man. There are no lengths to which she would not go, none, to prevent my marriage to another woman.
You should already get over it.
Your Majesty, why is this lady so vindictive?
Oh, there was once some talk of marriage.
Oh.
She would not see that it was impossible.
So you brought on yourself, basically.
You are sure that she has not sent the photograph yet?
I am sure.
Why? It may be on its way at this very moment.
Because she has said that she would send it on the day when the betrothal was publicly proclaimed. That will be next Monday. And I must leave London on Friday to be home for the ceremony.
Ah, then we do have 3 days. Well, that is very fortunate, for I do have other matters in hand. Where can I find your Majesty in London?
At the Langham Hotel. As the Count von Krumm, remember?
Yes, of course, and as to expenditure.
Why is this supposed to keep quiet for 2 years, though?
Here are 300 pounds in gold.
Oh, is that just
and
bullshit?
700 in notes.
And Miss Irena Adler's address. Good night, Your Majesty, and I trust we shall soon have good news for you.
Holmes, we can dine at Romano's. But we only have 3 days. Till Friday.
Oh, it must be settled by Friday. The composer Tchaikovsky is conducting his own works at the St. James's Hall. No. It must be settled by Friday. My dear Watson, I'd like to be alone. You are hungry.
I need to jerk off.
I'm sure Mrs. Hudson will bring you up a sandwich.
Sandwich?
We will not discuss this matter until tomorrow afternoon. Good night.
Haha, now I am the king. That's so stupid. You're right. It is I. Oh, that was so funny. He's got the same mutton chops as the king, and the same eyes as the king.
Better than working, innit, mate?
But I can't see the side of his face, so I can't be sure.
What is?
Looking on.
I'll change with you any time, Gov.
Out of a position, are you?
8 weeks. A mere first-class groom.
Are you? Well, you could give me an hand if you like. I'd see you all right.
Those are some bushy fucking eyebrows, bro.
Give it the price of the booze.
I thought it was a booze. Strap the mare. Show us what you can do.
Smile. Why are you so mad?
I spent a couple of hours with the cabbie and his cronies. Miss Irena Adler has certainly turned all men's heads in those parts. She is the daintiest thing under a bonnet on this planet. So say the Serpentine News.
I didn't even
tells
realize,
me to
holy
a
shit.
man.
Now that's a good disguise.
She lives quietly,
Not a stupid ass eye mask.
drives out at 5 in the evening, returns at 7, sharp, for dinner. Seldom goes out at other times, except when she sings. She has only one male visitor, but sees a good deal of him. He never calls less than once a day, and often twice. His name is a Mr. Godfrey Norton of the Inner Temple. You see the advantages of having a cabman as a confidant.
Mr. Godfrey Norton is a lawyer. That is important.
Ominous, perhaps. Why his repeated visits? Is she his client, friend, or mistress? If he is her lawyer, he might have the
I
photograph
see
in
it
his
now.
strong
Wow, that's
box.
actually a good disguise.
If I love her, he might not even know of it.
I didn't even realize. Boo. Play Free Blind Mice.
She had just begun to sing. She has the voice of an angel, Watson, when a truly surprising chain of events overtook me. Starting with the arrival of someone I presumed to be Mr. Godfrey Norton.
Wait for me, will you? Fetch your mistress's carriage.
Right, you're not very secretive. They'll never see me here. Get the guy in the running the car. What? Who's driving the carrot? Yeah, can't he? Okay, he's looking at a thing. He's oblivious.
Drive like the devil. Church of St. Monica Edge Railroad. I must arrive there at least 5 minutes before 12. That gives you 20 minutes. Half a guinea if you do it.
Did you knock that guy out? What the fuck? Oh. That was your licks. Okay.
She is a lovely woman, Watson. With a face that a man might die for.
I thought there was a guy on the ground. I must have misseen that. Okay, that was your legs. Yeah, I saw it from an angle. I thought you knocked some dude out. Like, what the fuck?
She is a lovely woman, Watson. With a face that a man might die for.
Face a man might die for. Unusual language for you, Holmes.
A metaphor, Watson, nothing else. I was just about to sprint after a landau and perch on the back when another cab came through the street. He looked twice, such a shabby fare. But I jumped in before he had time to object. Showed him a handful of sovereigns and promised him one if he would get me to the Church of St. Monica within 20 minutes. Now, I don't think that I have ever been driven faster in a cab. But they were there before us.
I'm very sorry, Mr. Norton.
For pity's sake, it's almost midday.
The latest time allowed by law.
I would have called in one of those confounded churchmen, but I saw no reason to let them know our business, and I sent them off for a drink. Oh, dear Lord.
Godfrey.
You, come here, man. Yes, I mean you. We've only a few minutes left or it won't be legal. Come, man, come! Hold this and do as you're told. You'll be paid.
Ah! We have our witness.
Ah.
The ceremony may proceed. Dearly beloved, we are gathered here in the sight of God to join together this man and this woman in holy matrimony, which is an honorable estate instituted of God in the time of man's innocency, signifying unto us the mystical union that is betwixt Christ and his church.
Irena.
I allowed you to persuade me. Now you must allow me to persuade you. I shall see you tomorrow.
At the very first moment.
I love you.
Is no honeymoon then?
John?
Hey, you!
Come here, my man. Come here.
Godfrey, let me.
He looks like the fucking Mad Hatter.
Sir, I want to thank you for being so miraculously present when we needed you. How fortunate that you have remained close by.
That's pretty.
Well, I'm in no hurry, Mom.
I hope you will accept this.
1 coin.
I don't need no tip, Mom.
Oh, sir.
I could buy milk with this.
Let us call it a little souvenir.
She gave me a sovereign.
A smile.
Here it is.
What an extraordinary turn of events.
I shall wear it on my watch chain in memory of the occasion.
And what now?
Well, during the ceremony, I thought my plans had been overthrown. If they had made an immediate departure, it would have necessitated the most prompt and energetic measures on my part. But he went back to the temple, and she went to her own home.
Yeah,
thus
so weird.
giving us time to act.
How?
Doctor, I shall require all your courage and alertness.
I should be delighted.
You don't mind breaking the law?
Not in the least.
Nice.
Nor running the chance of arrest?
Not in a good cause.
Oh, the cause is excellent.
Well, then I am your man.
Splendid.
All right, what are we doing?
Now, the question is... Holmes, you really do look quite remarkable.
Like Doc Brown.
Well, the
now.
question is where to find the photograph. I mean, the house has twice been burgled.
She was too clever for them. She is a remarkable woman.
Well, they must have searched very thoroughly.
They did not know how to look.
And how will you look?
I shall not look.
What then?
I will allow her to show me.
But she refused.
She will not be able to. Ah, we draw near the scene of action. We had better walk from here.
What the hell is your plan?
You know your instructions.
When you raise your hand, I act.
And we meet at the rendezvous in 10 minutes.
Here she comes.
Oh, no, you don't have it. Oh, was he first?
I opened the door, lady.
You never know it was me.
Clear off, you two. Me. Oh! Nothing carries doors is a legitimate means of livelihood, Mr. Frankie. You ain't gonna stop a man earning a copper, see?
Pass. You there. Let go of my coachman.
Take the bread from me mouth, would ya? I'll fill your mouth, chum.
Well, let you be fighting.
No, peace! Peace, gentlemen, please, I beg you. Peace! I beg of you, madam, I must protect you. So stop that. Go, and you stop.
Stand back.
They killed
See
him.
what you've done.
He's dead. Stop him, mate, before the copper's come.
He's still breathing, but he's taken a bad knock.
I'm sorry, ma'am.
You did your best, John. Is he badly hurt?
It is only superficial, but he needs attention, quickly.
But he can't lie in the street. Bring him into the house.
It'd be really funny if she's just like, I'll just leave him there. It'll be fine. They'll wake up eventually.
All right, sir.
Fuck him. and, and Holmes just like, well, shit. That plan didn't work. Back to the drawing board, Watson.
Oh, you're conscious. Thank goodness. You are a brave man. Over here, Willard. No, stand back.
There's a
I
hurricane
shall look
coming
after
through.
my friend in need. Sir, will you look toward me?
It is no sight for a lady.
I have strong nerves, dear friend.
No, I cannot permit. Thank you. A bandage.
As you wish.
You do be creeping.
I'm so relieved that your wound isn't serious.
It is but shallow and the concussion wears off.
That's not how well.
How extraordinary.
Madam?
That so many people should gather in such a quiet little turning.
Well, it's the gang, madam. It was all prearranged to rob you.
All those men to snatch one little purse. Oh, no, dear friend. It wouldn't have paid them.
My vocation takes me much amongst the poor and even the criminal classes, madam. Look at those people staring.
Your bandage looks like a chef's hat.
So unseemly. But I fear universal. Oh. I am so sorry. I think I'm going to faint. Ah! Air. I need some air.
Willard, the window.
Oh.
Some drinking water.
Are there any smelling salts?
Well,
Madam? Madam, I think I can smell fire.
What?
Fire! Fire!
There's a fire!
Madam, come out of here quickly. I'll take care of the old gentleman.
I can't breathe.
uh-oh.
It's a false alarm. It's a false alarm. Look. It's a trick. It's a trick. Tell them. Tell them.
It's a false alarm. Do you hear?
I think
We
she
do
knows.
not need the fire engine.
I saw that look. Oh, she knows.
What is it?
It is a plumber's rocket, madam. One of my flock is a plumber. It is ignited by a cap and sends smoke into pipes to betray cracks. And
Oh, she
holes.
knows, bro.
No. It's all right. It will disperse.
You said it was a trick. Who would play such a trick on me?
One of the gang, madam.
But to what purpose? I've escaped them.
Revenge.
Revenge. Are there such wicked people?
There are people in this world, madam, to whom revenge is in itself a reward.
I cannot imagine such feelings.
I'm sure you cannot, madam. I am feeling more myself. I must be on my way.
Oh, please stay. Some refreshment.
Well, One of my flock expects me.
Won't you let my carriage take you?
Oh, no. The air will aid my recovery.
At least your name, your address. That I may thank you adequately.
I think she knows.
Well, I am just a humble servant, madam, of the all-seeing Providence. Good night.
I think she knows.
Good night.
He knows where it is now, though. She's gonna move it.
You did it very nicely, Doctor.
You have the photograph?
No, but I know what it is.
How did you find out?
She showed me, as I told you she would.
The trouble is, it still remains in her possession. You
I
may
think
have
she's
lost
gonna
your
move
one
it.
chance, Holmes.
No. I shall call early tomorrow morning.
You'll call there?
And as my own self. And with the king.
The king?
And with you, Watson. You must be a witness at the end of our quest.
What are you gonna do? Beat her up and take it from her?
I trust you will sleep well tonight for a change, Holmes.
Well, there's nothing like success for curing insomnia.
Good night, Mr. Sherlock Holmes.
Watson.
Holmes.
Uh-oh.
But she could not love him.
I'm in hopes that she does.
Why?
Because it would spare your majesty all fear of future annoyance. If she loves her husband, then she does not love your majesty. And if she does not love your majesty, why should she interfere with your majesty's marriage?
Mr. Sherlock Holmes, I believe.
I am Mr. Holmes.
My mistress told me you were likely to call.
I knew it.
She left this morning with her husband by the 5:15 train from Charing Cross for the continent.
She has left England.
Got him.
Never to return, sir.
All is lost.
Yeah, she took it. You're not as good as you think you are, bro. You got beamed on.
Wir sind gerettet.
Is it in there?
This is not it.
Uh-oh.
Holmes. This is a different photograph.
Look at this photograph.
Do you hear me, man? The letter.
It is addressed to me.
Oh.
My dear Mr. Sherlock Holmes, you did it very well. You took me in completely until after the alarm was fired, I had not a suspicion. But then, when I found that I had betrayed myself, it flashed into my mind that I had been warned against you months ago.
Oh.
I had been told that if the king employed an agent, it would certainly be you. Yet, with all this, you made me reveal what you wanted to know. Even before, when the presence of so many people in the street had sounded an alarm in my instinct, I could not think evil of such a dear, kind old clergyman.
But you know, I have been trained as an actress myself, and male costume is nothing new to me. Yes, it was I who followed you to your door, just to make sure that you really were the celebrated Mr. Sherlock Holmes. It was I who rather imprudently wished you good night. Then I started for the temple to see my new husband. We had married in secret in case we needed to leave the country to elude the king. Your appearance on the scene was the signal for flight. You are too formidable an antagonist. You will find the nest empty when you call tomorrow. As to the photograph, your client may rest in peace. I love and am loved by a better man than he.
Damn, got him.
The king may...
The king may do what he will without hindrance from one whom he has cruelly wronged. I kept it only to safeguard myself and to preserve a weapon which will always secure me from any steps he may take.
There is more.
Yeet.
I leave another photograph which he might care to possess. And I remain, dear Mr. Sherlock Holmes, very truly yours. Irena Norton, née Adler.
What a woman. What a queen she would have made. Is it not a pity she was not on my level?
I'm on the next
From what I have seen of the lady,
level.
yes, indeed, she is on a very different level to your majesty. I am only so sorry that I have failed in my commission.
On the contrary, my dear sir, nothing could be more successful. I know that her word is inviolate. The photograph is now as safe as if it were in the fire.
I am glad that your majesty thinks so.
I am immensely indebted to you. Pray, tell me in what way I can reward you.
Orgy.
This ring.
Orgy. Orgy. As we get married?
Your majesty has something which I should value even more highly.
Your
You have
mut-
but to name it.
Your mutton chops. Give it them chops.
This.
Irene's photograph. Certainly, if you wish it.
Then I have the honor to wish your majesty a very good morning.
Fucking got him.
And that was how a great scandal threatened the kingdom of Bohemia, and how the best plans of Mr. Sherlock Holmes were beaten by a woman's wit. He used to sneer much at the cleverness of women, but I have not heard him do it of late. And when he speaks of Irena Adler, or when he refers to that woman, it is always under the honorable title of the woman. In his eyes,
Yeah,
she eclipses the whole of her sex. It was not that he ever betrayed any sign of love for Irena Adler. All emotions such as that one are abhorrent to his cold, precise mind. He only looks on women pathologically, as the source of motives, clues. And yet, he keeps her photograph apart, locked up. There is but one woman to him, the beautiful Irena Adler of dubious and questionable memory.
Now for some more cocaine. Nice. Listen, I know it wasn't supposed to be funny, probably, but that mask shit was so funny, bro. It was so funny. Aha! You've seen my mutton chops and my eyes, but now that you've seen the side of my face, you know that I am truly the king. Oh, that's so funny. God, that was fucking hilarious. You're right. It is I gotta say though, that was a really fun and immersive story. I don't. That was 53 minutes, and I don't know about you, but that did not feel like 53 minutes to me. That really went by fast. It really. When I realized and I looked over, I thought we still had a lot of story left, and I looked over and we were at like the 45-minute mark. I'm like, oh shit, we're in wrap-up time. What the hell? But yeah, that was very immersive, and it was a very it's good storytelling basically. It's good storytelling, even if it was a little ridiculous, but especially with the mask thing. But that was very fun. I'm open to seeing more of those in the future. If you want to see more, let me know. I hope I can get that on YouTube. I don't know. We'll see. Again, ITV's weird. We'll have to see. But that's going to do it for my reaction to the Adventures of Sherlock Holmes. Thank you again, Liam, for using your points on this. That's going to do it for me today. Thank you guys for watching. If you liked it, be sure to like it. If you didn't like it, don't. If you want to follow any of my social media links, my Twitch, where I stream every single day, my second channel for hosting reviews, my Twitter. If you want to follow me, my Patreon, if you want to support me on my Daily Motion, all those things are in the description down below. Thank you to all of them currently recording 105 my Patrons, so you can't support me, my channel. For those who don't know, you can be Patreon me for as little as $1 or £1. You get extra direction videos, as well as reading comments up to a day early, and names in the description as well. Also in the description is a link to the community Reddit, as well as today's schedule, as well as Twitch VODs. And all that being said, though, my name is Taffer16. It's been my reaction to the Adventures of Sherlock Holmes, I should say, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.